Amanda here. Thanks for joining me today. Please do hit the subscribe button if you are new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for calling back. So today I'm trying two different techniques, very simple techniques, and that I just want to try for my journal. I've not invented them. They've been around for ages, but I wanted to have a go. So the first one is aged tape. So basically the idea of aged tape is you add it like to your journals on photographs or documents, and it looks like aged tape. So yeah, it's quite straightforward. It shows what it says on the tin. Excuse me if I do cough. I'm just getting rid of a bit of a, I don't know if it's a chest infection or just a bit of a man flu, but I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself, so I think it is man flu. So basically you just get your standard sellotape, okay? Excuse me, sorry, if I cough really badly I'll pause it. And what I've got here is, this is baking paper, okay? So baking paper or wax paper or something where your tape's going to stick to it, but it's going to be easy to peel it off, okay? So I'm just going to stick it here. I'll stick it here so it's in view, and then what I'll do is, after I've tried this, I'll go back and I'll fill this sheet up, and then I'll fold it up and put it away, and when I need some, I can come and peel it off and add it to my project. So this will stick to the baking paper, just enough for you to do what you need to do. So how you age it is you use alcohol inks. Now I've tried it before, and I went to my local craft shop, and there's so many different shades of alcohol ink in the brown colours that you know, unless you're following somebody else's guidance that's already done it, you could be buying them forever. So I bought this one originally and I tried it, and it was too orangey red, okay? It wasn't brilliant. And then I watched, I think it was Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and she said she used, and this is Ranger, so you know the company Ranger you normally associate with Tim Holtz, so it's Ranger, and it's the caramel, okay? And that's the colour she used, and hers turned out beautiful, so I'm going to give it a go. Now really you're meant to use some kind of like felt tool with alcohol inks. I don't have any, so what I'm going to use is these like cotton pads that I use for taking my eyeliner off. Alright, and then they can just go in the bin, can't they? Okay, because alcohol, if alcohol inks is something that you use regular, then you'd have the tools. I've literally don't use it regular. I've only bought this for making journals with. Maybe see if I can dye some metal and stuff like that. So I don't do like alcohol ink like art, like some people do. So what I'm going to do is, do I put this on here or on here? I can't remember. I'm going to put it on here. Okay, I'm not too worried if I get it on my hands, because I don't have to go anywhere. So it don't matter. And then I'm just going to dab it, okay, onto the sellotape. Dab, dab, dab. Dabby dab dab. Alright, that's a much better colour. So to me, yeah, like when I've been in the archives and things like that at university, looking in the books and old documents and stuff, because I did a history degree, you will see that some nanas have put sellotape on stuff, and then over time it just discolours. It's the worst thing you want to see in a note, but it, you know, it does happen. And I like the texture that if you don't want texture, you can just swipe it like that, but I'm going to dab it. Dabbity dab. I quite like it. And I suppose you just keep adding it on. I suppose, there you go, end of tutorial. I'm only kidding. Yeah, you just keep adding it on until you're happy with it. Okay, so I'm going to do one more, and then I'll fill that, and then I'll show you. I don't know if I've got a photo to hand. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. Excusez-moi. Sorry. Let's just pretend we're using it. Let's just use that one, okay? So this is just for argument's sake. Now it should dry fairly quickly, should that? So basically all you're doing then, you just do a few. You don't need loads, probably. Probably a little bit will go a long way. I'm going to do another one in a minute. But you'll just get... So I'll fold this up and I'll just have it in my box of ephemera somewhere to hand so that I've got it. And what you do is then you just cut a piece, however much you want. What you don't use, put back. So like I say, if you do half a sheet, and I've cut this greaseproof paper to about, it's about A3. I probably don't even need that much because it lasts me forever. But if you did half an A4 sheet even, with just this, and then if I can just show you. You're just adding it to your, and it looks like old tape. And then when you've got things in a journal, you can maybe add tape on there as well. You might think it's a lot of effort for something so small, but if you're looking for your journals to look authentically old, then adding stuff like that is just a finishing touch, isn't it? And I think that looks ace, me. I like that. So I'll just finish this one while I've got my stuff out, and then we're gonna do something else. It's a double bubble tutorial, because there's something else that I want to try. So let me just dab that on there, and then we can put this away for now, and I'll do some more in a minute. So yeah, you don't need expensive tools, cotton pad, those like foamy makeup sponges. It's gone through my hands a little bit, but I use that much bleach me anyway. That nobody will know because I'll bleach my hands. Which you shouldn't do, and that's why my hands are all dry and I can't grow my nails. Don't put bleach on your hands, ladies. Do as I say, not as I do. Right, so I can move that to one side. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to utilise this for one more little thing. And here I've got, and I saw a tutorial on this as well. I think it was Nick the Booksmith that I saw do this, and I thought it was a wonderful idea, and then I set about my house looking for some tape. So this is like paper tape. I found this in my first aid kit, and it's basically like what you're meant to tape your bandages on with. Okay, so it's not micropore. Micropore tape has got like a plasticky coating. That's really good. You can use that in the spine of your books instead of you know, that plastic sheet that don't rip like pound notes. I can't think of the name of it. So if you're looking at bandage tape in the shop, make sure you have a look in the box. Make sure that what you've got is the one that looks like paper, because some look like plastic with like lines on. That's micropore, and that's different to this one. Okay, this is paper bandage tape. This is about, I've actually just ordered some from Amazon, a big roll of it. I think this is a 1/2 inch. Yeah, this is a 1/2 inch, and I've ordered one from Amazon that's a little bit bigger. And I think for a great big massive roll it was like £2. And basically what we're going to do here, I'm going to put some there. You can use this stuff to make your own washi tape. And now the beauty of making your own washi tape is washi tape's absolutely blooming expensive. You know, some of the nice ones, you're paying £7 or £8 a roll for it. I mean, the Tim Holtz ones are absolutely beautiful, but I can't justify that much money on a bit of tape, I'm afraid. You know, I just can't do it. I'm not criticising anybody that does. If I had plenty of spare cash, then I would absolutely be not worrying about what I were buying, and I'd probably buy it. But I've got to be careful with my pennies. So, yeah. Much as I like it, I can't justify it. You know, I can get an ink pad for £7 or £8, or I could get a small die, or, you know, something that's a bit more. You know, never mind. When I win lottery, I'll buy all of Tim's stuff because it's lovely. In the meantime, we'll do it the scrimpy way. So now what you can do is line it up. I'm going to stamp individually. What you can do is put it in lines very, very close together as well. Very, like, really close together. Like that. I've put a gap between mine. You can do it either way. You can either do lines really close together like so. Okay, I'm going to do both. So these have got lines in between, and these are as close to each other as I can get. Okay. And then we're going to get our stamps out. Okie doke. So we're going to get our stamps out. I would think that the best thing to use would be something like, I mean, this is paper, so it'll be alright. If it wasn't paper, I'd probably use Stays On. I'm going to try my archival. Now I've only got black so far. I've got a brown one on the way, but at the moment I've only got black. So, but what I do have, I've got alcohol markers. I could use those to add flashes of colour if I want. But for now we're just going to go with black and white. So I've got a selection of stamps here. I don't quite know what I'm going to do. I think I want some of this like script. Okay, which way around is it? So, can you see? So I'm going to do this big one here first. Okay. Alright. And I'm just randomly adding that. Okay. And then what else am I going to have? I don't know. I don't know what else I'm going to have. I think I might try some leaves because I'm doing a nature theme one. Oh, but I quite like that, but I quite like this. No, I've changed my mind. I'm having dragonfly. Quite like that. Okay, now I'm lucky. I've got quite a lot of blocks. If you don't have a block, use the back of your ink pad. You know, you can probably stamp with that. Be right. Okay. If I remember rightly, this one doesn't stick on very, very good. Alright, so let's have one there. So here I'm stamping across the 3 strips. So when I undo it, you know, you're going to get varying bits. So you want to really alternate that image so that you're getting some of every bit of the image on each strip, if you get what I mean. I know what I mean. Okay, so that's that. And then I've got a little bee here. So, a little bee there. And I'm going to add him quite. Alright. Let's put him that way as well. And I can put quite a lot on this one because it's 3 strips, so we're going to be separating it. Alright. Another one here. Yeah. Where else? Where else can I stick a bee? Let's have one over here. Okay. And then on this one here, I'm just going, you can do just, literally I just want a bee. Don't know if that's going to be a bit narrow. There we go. So if I just alternate the way I'm turning it, the bee. Yeah. Then you're going to get some of the part of him as you go along. Don't matter if you've misstamped. Don't worry about it. I'm not. You might not use all of it. Obviously with washi tape you just rip off a little bit at a time, don't you? And then what I'll do is I've got some of these little splodges. I might just put some splodges and splodge, splodge, splodge. Just bang them splodges on. If I had my brown I might be doing this in a different colour, but I've only got black. So it's this a note. And then what you can also do is use your fancy. I've got like some border ones here, so that one's like flowers. That one's like just fancy. I quite like the flower one. So got quite an uneven surface here because I've got 2 glass mats and they're both at different heights. So I've got a bit of a lump there. Not to worry. Sorry if my mess of hair gets in the shot. It is brushed today anyway, and it's washed, and I've straightened it, and I've got makeup on. So I'm doing well today. I'm feeling a lot better. Gosh, I've been a bit ropey the last few days. Just got, I don't know if I've had a bit of a chest infection, but whatever. Whatever. Bring it on. Can't get rid of me that easy. Right, so that's that one. What else shall we have? That one's like a burlappy. That's cute. I've got another splatter stamp there. I never saw that. That one's like leaves. That'd be nice, alternated. So like how I've done 3 rows here, the tape that I've got coming from Amazon is thicker. So like, whereas I'll peel that off, and it's a bit like collage. So you know how when you do collage, you stick stuff random and then you don't really know what you're going to get. Well, then your washer is going to be the same. See, when you do that, okay. And then when you stick it down, that's going to be really interesting and really cool. I like that. So, yeah. So what we're going to do on this little one here, let's have a look. Have I got out in me? Let's get Tim out. Let's get my tiny Tim Holtz collection out. There we go, all 2 of them. Yeah, see, look, I could use one of these, couldn't I? Destination. Identification check. Yeah, you could just literally randomly stamp numbers and stuff, couldn't you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What we got? What have we got? What's that? Orders attended today or night. Quite like that filed, and then you could rip it off. Look, I'm going to have some of that. I'm going to have some of that. And I'm going to have some of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a few different ones, and then on that strip there, and then as I want to use it, I can just rip it. I think that'll be really cool, and then you can just stick them on. So if I do one there, I mean shot, if I do one there, and then one a bit further up, yeah, and then change it to a different one. So it's using these little, and this is going to give you, like, it might seem like a lot of fuss or whatever, but this is the kind of thing that gives you your uniqueness in your journals. Somebody else might have these stamps, of course they will, but they might not have used them in the same way as you, and that's the bit that interests me. And then you've got your little ready-made, that one's like little ready-made stickers, isn't it? I'm going to have another one of those because I use a lot of them. Yeah? What else we got? What else we got? I like this number here. Will that fit? I like that. I really like that one. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to stick some of these numbers on this here that I've done. I think that's cool. I like that. Yeah, and then I've got them others in, you know, the dragonfly and the bee in the background with my numbers over the top. There you go. And made washi tape. I like that. I really like that. Let's have a look. What else? Let's have that one. So let's add that to one of our others. Let's add it to this one. 1, 2, yeah. I'm just going to add it random. I think that's really cool. I'll just stamp over the lump. Just bear with me. Sorry if I go out of shot. I'm stamping over 2 uneven surfaces. I couldn't find a worse surface to stamp on than this desk, but there you go. I really like that. That's really cool. Yeah. Yep, happy with that. Okay, I'll put all of those away in a moment because I do like to make sure I put my stamps away when I've done. So there you go. Hope you can see all of that. So on this one we've got the dragonfly. So these are the ones we did all together in a cluster, and then we did the background stamping, and then that one I've left plain because you can see bits of bird, bits of dragonfly, bits of writing. This one here I've added the numbers, and this one here I've added those numbers. That one we can rip these sections off and stick them where we want. That's a little border one, just rip a piece. Same with that. Okay, that is actually really awesome fun. I'm really glad I tried that. I hope you'll give it a go. So this one is 1/2 inch paper tape. Okay, the other even easier, I mean the reason that paper tape, let me just explain, the reason the paper tape is good is because of the opacity, which means you can nearly see through it. Okay, so when you're sticking it on your project, much the same as washi tape, you're going to still be able to see what's underneath. Okay, not 100%, but you are. Now if you're not bothered about being able to see what's underneath, you can do that collage stamping on a sheet of A4. You could fill the whole page with collage stamping, background stamping, and then cut it into 1/2 inch strips using your trimmer. That's another way, but they won't be opaque, will they? Also, obviously, you can use vellum. I find vellum a bit expensive. Sometimes it can be, and I'm not very keen on gluing it and stuff. It always looks a little bit. Well, you can, don't always. So this is a good alternative, and it's cheap as chips. Well, this wax found it in a first aid kit in my house. But you can get it on Amazon fairly cheap. So there you go. Thanks for messing about crafting with me today. I hope you'll give it a try, and you will see these. I will be using these in my journal, so I'll mention it when I do and refer back to this tutorial for you. Alright, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again probably tomorrow. Bye for now.